road trips start with a good cup of coffee. And these were free!
Free coffee. Yes, indeed.
Can't beat it. Now we just got to get through the traffic and get ourselves up to Arkansas. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Almost to our next campsite, which is somewhere around the Albert Pike area in Arkansas in the Ouachita National Forest. We stopped in Texarkana to get some coffee. We wanted Starbucks, but the line was really long, so we got McDonald's. Wasn't too bad. When you can fix it the way you like to drink coffee.
That was some of the nicest McDonald's people ever.
For real, I've never had such a pleasant encounter at McDonald's. They must have gone to the Chick-fil-A School of Customer Service. We have about another hour and 40 minutes before we get to where we're going to try to camp. And whenever we get there, we will show you where we are. Talk to you later. Bye. The first spot that we tried to get into was very rutted and steep. And then after we had finally got the truck situated, we saw the sign that said no motorized vehicles beyond this point. So we moved on and found another spot where we proceeded to set up camp. This one was also on the side of a creek, and it was very big, large enough for many rigs to park. So the first thing that I'm going to make is a zucchini noodle salad. It's going to be the side dish to our bang bang shrimp pasta dinner that we're having tonight. And of course we're making this keto style. I made the dressing before we left for the trip, and it was just rice vinegar, garlic, and avocado oil. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to use all of this. This is what the recipe calls for. It calls for 1 bag of coleslaw and 2 bags of zucchini noodles, but these are still frozen. I'm going to cut the onion, and I'm going to put the cabbage in there. It also called for sesame seeds and almonds, but our store didn't have sesame seeds, so I bought peanuts. So we're going to give it a try. Go ahead and start wilting the cabbage and see how it turns out. I would guess that you could use fresh zucchini for this, but I'm pretty lazy when it comes to camping. So I bought these frozen ones, and then of course they're so full of water, so you want to dry them out. You definitely want to take all the water out as much as you can. I'm going to pat them dry with a paper towel. So I just added some salt. I dried off the noodles and mixed them all up with the cabbage. And now I'm going to add the dressing, but I need to re-emulsify it because it's been sitting for a while. Oh, that's good. When I said it was rice wine vinegar, I meant it was rice wine vinegar and apple cider. I put both of them in there. I'm going to go ahead and use it all. We'll see what happens. We defrosted the shrimp, and now we're getting ready to put some blackening seasoning on the shrimp. Get it ready to go on the skottle and sear it. Then we're going to add the Miracle Noodle pasta, which is a no-carb pasta that we discovered at Costco. I don't know how it's going to taste, but I think it's going to be really good. I'm going to cut up some garlic, some green onions, and some parsley, and I'm going to add that to the shrimp on the skottle in just a minute. The shrimp has been seasoned with Cajun blackening season. It's a very large bulb of garlic. up the skottle, and we're going to put the shrimp on while I make the sauce. You see how they look like pasta? It has the texture of pasta. So I've added chili garlic sauce and mayonnaise, salt, and then I'm just going to mix it up. And this is supposed to be the bang bang sauce.
I like them churros, man. Wait a minute.
What?
This is my idea.
Oh, it was his idea, the bang bang syrup. Being that it's a celebration weekend and we're all together, we wanted to make a fancy alcoholic beverage. So we're gonna have a strawberry and thyme prosecco punch. And I didn't know this until the other day, but champagne and prosecco is actually low carb, only about 5 grams of carbs in a 5 or 6 ounce serving. So hey, can't pass it up. So this is strawberries simmered with sugar-free substitute. I used Truvia. So it's strawberries, like a whole container, thyme, and Truvia. And it's supposed to be 6 cups of lemonade, and I love vitamin water lemonade. It's sweetened with stevia. I don't know if my thing's gonna be big enough. The most important is the champagne. Perfect. All right, let's taste it.
Cheers. Ooh,
It's good?
that's refreshing.
Good.
Very good. Morning.
Good morning. How'd you sleep last night?
I slept wonderful. Nice and cool. Not too cold. Blankets were good. You didn't hog the whole bed.
Somebody didn't lay on the blankets last night. I don't know if you guys can hear it. The creek, which is right behind us. So soothing. That's such a great sound. No traffic, no trains.
No nothing.
So we're just hanging out this morning, drinking some coffee, getting ready to make some breakfast. And then we are planning to go out to Little Missouri Falls in a little while. We're going to take the boys' truck. We're going to leave our stuff here. I'm going to hope that nobody comes and messes with our things. I think it'll be okay.
I hope so.
And then later today, we're going to hike on the other side of the creek. We're going to cross it and we're going to walk down. We think there might be a hot spring. It looks like a hot spring. It's bubbling and it's kind of walled off. Like it might be a hot spring, but it's probably, if anything, a cold spring. I figure if it was a hot spring, this place would have been taken.
Yeah. If there's a hot spring, you probably have 800 camper vans in here.
For sure.
So
we're going to cook some breakfast in a little while, and we will take you along with us to Little Missouri Falls. Bye. As Saturday night drew to a close, we hung around the fire and watched the stars come out. The boys would be leaving tomorrow, but Red and I would stay another night in Arkansas. Join us for the conclusion of our trip next time.